talking, insulting us in front of everybody, guys. In front of everybody. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is JOAN TONYY. Don't forget to subscribe. So today's video is going to be another story time. Yeah, y'all love my story times and I appreciate the love I'm getting, so I'm gonna give you what you want. So let's just get on to the video. So today's story time is gonna be about I look cute. Okay, so today's story time would be about how I got embarrassed in front of everyone because of a boy. Okay, so I actually reached out to the person that was involved in the story as well. I told him that I was gonna tell the story, but I'm not gonna say his name. We're gonna call him John. We're gonna call him what? John. So in high school, John and I started dating John in my last grade, like the last grade of high school, and then we were very we were very public about our relationship. Like everyone knew about our relationship, like our seniors, our staff, seniors, everyone knew about our relationship because we used to like hold hands in public and walk around in public, and I guess people were talking a lot about it, so everyone knew. So my principal, or the principal at the time of the high school, I'm not gonna say the name of the high school because I just don't want to, but so in the high school, myself and the principal, we didn't really used to get along. And it was funny because when I was in like junior school, like junior in Nigeria, we have junior and senior school. So when I was in junior school, like we used to like each other, like we were really good. Like sometimes we'd even like hold hands, like she would hold my shoulder as we're walking and stuff. Like I don't know where everything went wrong, but something went wrong. And when I entered senior school, we just started hating each other. Like we never agreed on anything. So I think she got to hear about like the relationship that I was in. And I was in I forgot to mention, I was in a Christian school. Yeah, so relationships between boys and girls, it wasn't really allowed. So yeah, it was like a big deal then. So I think she got to hear about our relationship and she wanted to butt in, but like she couldn't just come to us and say, oh, I heard you guys are together. She needed like proof. Okay, so fast forward to the day it happened. So John was actually very athletic in high school. He was the sports prefect, like the head of sports games and everything. So and whenever like you're a head of something or like a prefect of something, they give you a badge. So you wear a badge so that everyone can see, oh, this is a sports prefect, so that you can be easily identifiable. So he had a badge on, and fast forward to the day of the embarrassment. So we were trying to do an election, because in my high school, how we used to do like election for the next prefect and stuff, we would take like the whole day off school and everyone would be like available. We had this like big basketball court in front of the school, so everybody would just like align there, stay there, and then there'll be like a ballot system, and then you choose like the person you want to occupy this position and everything. Like it was pretty serious. Like the whole day, they'll take the whole day off of school and stuff. So John, I called his name. I'm gonna beat that part out. So John was the outgoing sports prefect. So they were trying to elect the new ones, the ones that were coming in, so that when we go out of the school, the new ones will come in. So So everybody was in their own space, like in their own, like they arranged us according to our classes. So JS1, JS2, JS3, SS1, SS2, SS3, grade 9 to grade 12, whichever you understand it as. So let's say grade 12, all of us were like in our own spots, like under the shade, chilling and everything. John and I were chilling like side by side, but we weren't chilling like, we weren't doing anything coupley or anything. We're just like chilling with people. Like John and I were just chilling with our classmates and all talking and everything. So I think she spotted us, like the principal, I think she spotted us from where she was. So she was on the other end of the basketball court. So I think she spotted us like from where she was. So this woman told her secretary, to call John and I to come and meet her because she had seen us talking. So this was perfect time for her to confront us, right? So she told her secretary to call us. And instead of her secretary to just maybe send a student to call John and Joan, this woman, auntie, this woman took the microphone and called, Joan and John, the principal wants to see you. Mind you guys, remember I told you, like, when we do election in our high school, it was a very serious thing. Like everybody is on that basketball court, staff, students, faculty, everybody's around. So imagine like they're calling your name in front of staff, students, faculty, everybody. So at this point, obviously, like, remember I told you that like our relationship was really public. So I feel like obviously at this point, like when she said, John and Joan, the principal is looking for you, everybody at this point already knew what was going on. They knew, oh shit, they've caught them. You could hear like whispers, like talking. You could hear people whispering in the back, like, yeah, they caught them and stuff. So at this point, you know, John and I, we felt like, you know, it already happened. What has happened has happened. So we felt like what has happened has happened. So let's just, you know, walk together, you know, as lovebirds, since they already embarrassed us. So we went there and I think we held hands. I'm not sure, but I think when we were walking to her, we held hands and we went to her. So immediately we walked to her, like me and John. We walked to the principal's table. She told us, yeah, what's your problem? Kneel down there, stupid people. I don't want you. She was just talking, insulting us in front of everybody, guys. In front of everybody. She was insulting us, insulting. And then she told us to kneel down. And then remember I told you the badge. Whenever you have a position in school, you have a badge so that people can identify you. So she told him to give her his badge. So she took his badge away from him. Why? Just because we were talking. Like, she saw us talking. She didn't see us do anything, no, she just saw us talking. So we're kneeling down there for like close to like 30-45 minutes, like for a long time under the sun. So people at this point got tired of watching the drama because we're just kneeling down. So everybody like went back to their stuff. Mind you, like everybody's eyes were on us like when she called us, but then after a while everybody just like went back to whatever they were doing. So while we're there sitting down, kneeling down, we were kneeling down like on a 4-corner table. So she was on the other side of the corner, and then John and I were on the other end of the table. So John was like, oh, principal, auntie, please, I need to tell you something privately. I can't tell you this right now. So she's like, what do you want to say? Anything you have to say it here in front of everybody. Let them hear you. Because even me, I was like, John, like, what's going on? What are you trying to tell her? Like, aren't we in this together? And this, that. He was like, no, I really need to say it privately and everything. So after all her after all her forming, she still ended up agreeing to pull him to the side to hear what he had to say. So after like 2 minutes, or 5 minutes of them talking, I hear them laughing. Wait. Wait, I'm confused. I'm so confused because I'm like, isn't it two of us that were kneeling down here? Why is one person laughing and the other person is under the sun dying of heat? Like, what's going on? Anyways, that happens, and then she tells him, oh, he can go. And then she comes to me, she's like, I'm so ashamed of you, I'm so this da da da, you're embarrassing me, this da da da, that you need to change, this da da. And she tells me to get out, to stand up and get out. So obviously me, I stand up and I get out. And I don't go back to where the grade 12 students were, because if I go back there, I knew that everybody would tell me like, oh, what happened, what did she say, what did she say? So I decided to go back to the dorm. So guys, if I tell you what John told her, remember I told you he moved to the side of the table to talk to her. If I tell you what he told her, watch out for part 2, guys. Part 2. Stay tuned to find out what this John guy ended up telling her. Yes, so stay tuned to part 2 to find out what John told her. If you want to know, come back next week. And that is the end of the video. That is part 1 of how I got embarrassed in front of everyone because of a boy. Yeah, a boy at the time. Yeah. So I will see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a thumbs up please, and mwah.